Hello everybody, it's Sarah, and today I just wanted to make a quick and little video talking about everything that has been going on in the past week. And that is that I'm pretty sure I don't have to repeat it again, but I still want to in case, because I've seen way too many people just talking about that thing, that situation, so I just want to call it as it is. But after the death of George Floyd at the hands of a policeman, while I think 3 others stood by, protests started all over America against racism, against police brutality, for the rights of the Black people of America to live their lives as they want to, and to not have to constantly fear that today will be their last day. Since then, there have also been a few protests in Europe in solidarity, but also, and I hope most people going to those protests will know that, or most white people going to those protests will know that or realize that. But I think those protests are also a sign, or should be a sign, of the willingness of our European willingness to change things within Europe as well, and to fight against racism within our own 4 walls, so to speak, within our own homes. And so yeah, I just wanted to make this very quick video to add my voices to the 100,000 other voices that have already stood up and said that what is happening, what has been happening for hundreds of years to Black people is not okay, and it needs to change. And I, as a white person, obviously, as a white person who's not even America, who sits over here on the other end of the world in Austria, I, of course, want to also boost Black voices, so I'm going to have tons of links in the description box down below of Black booktubers talking about this very situation and their experiences with it. Also recommendation videos and blog posts for Black authors for books with Black characters, which are definitely videos and posts that I will use because I'm very much a white reader. Even if I have gotten better with diversity in general in what I'm reading, I'm still not reading enough by Black people, but I think that's just a very common thing, sadly, on BookTube. And I think it's sadly also very common. I noticed that, which by the way, this is not an excuse for me, but this is just an observation I made, that Black books are really, really hard to come by in Austria, especially since I'm kind of hesitant in using Amazon as a resource for getting books, because I mainly want to not support it and I want to instead support my local bookstores. And so I only really use Amazon as a last resort. So that's kind of, I just noticed that it's really, really hard to get to books by Black authors, especially non-YA books, which is what I want to focus on mostly, because of course I don't really read that much YA anymore. And yeah, I will also, of course, leave all the links to petitions and to donations and all that stuff down below. Links where you can help, links to YouTube videos that you can watch if you don't have the money to donate, because they will put all their ad revenue into the Black Lives Matter movement and into different donation funds. So that's why I'm urging you to check out the description box in this video. It's also what I've mostly been doing for the past week. I know that this video is very late, but it's not because I wanted to stay silent, but I've just been gone from home, so I haven't had the chance to upload a video. So I instead just did what I could, and now I have the time to sit down. So now I wanted to talk about it, and I think it's just really important at the moment for white people not to realize their privilege. I mean, it's important for them to realize their privilege, or for us to realize our privilege. But the thing that I think a lot of people don't get or don't understand as well is just that racism isn't white supremacists. racism isn't the Karens that answer all lives matter to Black Lives Matter. Racism can be something that's in our everyday lives, and I think that's in a way very hard to accept for a lot of us, but it's gonna be necessary if we want change. And I think most people will agree that like the Karens and the white supremacists of the world are like horrible and we wouldn't want to be friends with that. But a lot of people find it way harder to accept that racist beliefs and racist misconceptions can be held by people who generally are really supportive friends, who are amazing people, who are really charismatic. And then not even to speak of like subconscious inherent racism that a lot of us have simply because of the society we grew up in, or that we're a part of, not necessarily have, but that we're a part of, simply because of the society that we grow up in. And so I think even more important than fighting against white supremacists or the Karens of the world, I think it's more important and in the long run will bring more change if we look at ourselves and if we look at our friends and start calling them out, even if they're our best friend and even if we think they're the greatest person in the world. Because if they truly are the greatest person in the world, then honestly, they will not get mad at you for calling them out, but they will start thinking on it and be a better person tomorrow. And I think that's also something that's so important, because the thing is, we will make mistakes and we will fuck up. And I don't think the question when it comes to us and being racist or being complicit in racist systems, it's not really a question of if we're gonna make a mistake, but it's more a question of when we're gonna make a mistake and how big our mistake is gonna be. And I think we need to realize, and I think we need to start being okay with that, but not in a way where we're gonna say, well, if I'm gonna fuck up, I might as well not try, but just to try and to try to be a better person every single day, and to not feel attacked when we're called out, or to not feel attacked when we see someone make a post and kind of feel like we see ourselves in the post of just like racist habits that a lot of people of us have, but to just reflect on it and to be better tomorrow. And that is what I'm going to do as well. What I'm not going to try to do, but what I'm just going to do. And so yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. I also wanted to mention that I will continue making videos as normal. Some of them might be about Black Lives Matter or Black books, but some of them might also not be. And I will, as long as necessary, put the links to donations and to sign and everything in the description boxes of my future videos. But I just, before I go on and just have my normal schedule again, I just wanted to sit down and to make a video and to talk about it and to just openly speak my support, so to say. And now I'm just going to go back to my usual schedule, more or less, with the side thing that I probably won't promote my videos on my Twitter feed, because it just feels weird at the moment. So yeah, that's actually just all I wanted to say. And also that I have a few videos planned in the connection to Black Lives Matter in the future, but they're videos that need a lot of research and a lot of work. So it might be that I won't have those videos ready until autumn or something. And hopefully we'll live in a changed world then already, but probably not. So yeah, that's kind of on that. And with that said, if you're someone who lives in America and who is going to protests, I hope you stay safe. And if you're someone who answers all lives matter to Black Lives Matter, then go and fuck yourself and unsubscribe, please, because I do not want to have those subscribers on my channel. And yeah, to everyone else, I hope you have an okay day, and I hope I'll see you soon. Bye!